Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, and welcome to another Pokemon Sets video, this time featuring Tropius. Now, in my opinion, this video is long overdue, so I'm glad I'm finally making it, and I hope you enjoy it. So, let's start things off like we always do by taking a look at this Pokemon's typing, abilities, and stats. So to start things off, Tropius is a grass flying type Pokemon introduced in a Generation 3, and it's possibly one of the coolest designs to me because who else would think of like a banana dinosaur thing? I don't know. But anyways, for the abilities, the first thing that it gets is known as Chlorophyll, which is an ability that doubles your speed when there is sun on the field. So if you use this ability with Tropius, you can make it into a pretty speedy attacker while also making use of the sun to maybe fire off moves like Solar Beam and things of that nature. As for its second ability, it is known as Solar Power, which is an ability that increases your special attack by 50% when you are under the effects of sun. The downside to this is that you do lose an eighth of your health every single turn. However, with the attack increase that you get from this ability, it'll make Tropius extremely powerful. As for the last ability and its streamed ability, Tropius gets the Harvest ability, which is an awesome ability introduced into Gen 5, which allows you to recover a berry that you may have lost at the end of each turn. Now there's a 50% chance for this to happen, and there's also a 100% chance for this to happen in the sun. But this ability is so great. There are so many awesome things you can do with it. You could use maybe a citrus berry to recover health and then harvest it back and then recover health again. Things like that. And there's actually a set that I'm going to show you. I talked a little bit about in one of my grab bag videos, or maybe it was the set building video. But either way, it's like my favorite set that I've ever come up with, and it works on Tropius and makes use of the harvest ability. So you'll see that later in this video. But as for the stats, Tropius has a very weird stat spread. It gets 99 HP with 83 defense and 87 special defense for those base stats, and that's actually really great because that means that Tropius is a pretty bulky Pokemon by itself, which is really cool because you could actually run defensive Tropius, and if you also want to run a more offensive one, you won't really have to worry about it being so frail like a lot of other attackers are because of the fact that it'll just have some natural bulk to it. But as for its attacking stats, it has base 68 attack and base 72 special attack, which aren't the highest attacks in the world, to be honest. However, Tropius does get a bunch of moves to boost these stats, so that could definitely be an option if you do want to run an offensive Tropius. As for its speed, unfortunately, it is a base 51 speed, meaning that it isn't very fast, but again, it does have ways to remedy this problem, namely Chlorophyll or the use of the move Dragon Dance. So even though it is lacking in the offensive area, it still does have a lot of options to increase those offensive and speed stats. So you'll definitely find the opportunity to do so a lot with this Pokemon. But with that, let's take a look at the first set that I have for you in this video. So to start things off on this set, we're first going to begin by giving Tropius a careful nature to increase its special defense and lower its special attack, and for the ability we're going to be going with Harvest. As for the EVs, we're going to put 248 into our HP to give us our highest HP with an odd number since we do suffer from a Stealth Rock weakness, 8 attack EVs, and 252 EVs into our special defense to give us our max special defense. As for the item on this set, we could either go with a Chesto or a Lumberry. Chesto obviously will restore any sleep status you may be inflicted with, whereas Lumberry will restore all status. Now, since we are using Rest on this set, you might not necessarily need Lumberry. However, if you don't feel the need to go for Rest all the time to recover a status, Lumberry could definitely be the better option. So it's whichever one you want to go with. Both work extremely effectively. As for the moves, though, we're going to start by giving Tropius Curse, which is a move that will increase its physical attack and physical defense by 1 stage, while also lowering its speed. Now, as I said before, since Tropius is pretty slow to begin with, the speed drop from Curse really isn't that big of a deal. However, the physical defense and the physical attack increases are amazing on this set because this allows Tropius to be extremely bulky from both the physical and special side, while also boosting its attack to be a threatening sweeper. But for the moves on the set, the first one that we're going to go with for the attacking purposes are going to be Seed Bomb. And this is great because Seed Bomb is actually a new addition. It's a black and white 2 move tutor move that Tropius got. Normally, if you wanted to run one with Harvest, you would normally have to go with Bullet Seed, but since Seed Bomb is there, you can do that now, which is really good, so it's a nice 80 base damage from a Grass Stab. Along with this, you can use the Earthquake ability, or Earthquake move, sorry, which is a really nice 100 base power ground move. It works very well in combination with Grass, in terms of type coverage, so that's really good and will allow Tropius to hit a ton of different things. And for the last move on the set, as I said before, we're going to be going with Rest as a way to recover up all our HP as we are cursing, and because of the Chesto / Lumberry, we're going to be basically getting back up to full health for free without any of the side effects that Rest would normally provide. So overall, this is just a bulky attacking set that sets up and can be very effective on a Tropius. As for this next set, and the kind of reason why I'm making this video in general, we're going to start by giving Tropius a Jolly Nature to increase its speed but lower its special attack, and then again we're going to be going with the ability Harvest. As for the EVs, we're going to put 252 into our physical attack, 4 power defense, and 252 EVs into our speed to give us our max attack and max speed possible. And as for the item on the set, we're going to be going with a Lanzet Berry, which might seem weird for those of you that don't know what this does, but this berry actually serves 2 purposes on the set, which are really cool. The first one is, if you don't know, when you're below 25% of your health, the Lanzet Berry will activate and increase your critical hit chance by 2 stages. And this is equivalent to using Focus Energy, which is really cool. As for the second purpose of using a Lanzet Berry, when you use Lanzet Berry in combination with Natural Gift, which is one of the moves on this set, it turns into an 80 base power flying type move. And this is amazing because Tropius doesn't get acrobatics or really anything other than aerial ace from its flying type stab. So using Natural Gift with Lanzet Berry gives you an increased power, a flying type attack with increased power, because aerial ace is 60 base, whereas Lanzet Berry with Natural Gift is 80 base. So this is an absolutely amazing item to use on the set. And of course, with the ability Harvest, you can harvest back the Lanzet Berry and continue to Natural Gift using your flying type stab. So that's basically the reasoning behind this, and this is the coolest thing I've ever come up with, and I'm very proud of this. So you should be too. You should be saying, good job, Rykard, you're awesome. But anyways, for the other moves on the set, the first one that we're going to go with is Dragon Dance as a way to boost our physical attack and speed by 1 stage, which is awesome on the set because that will make Tropius quite a bit faster because it is pretty slow even with the max speed investment, and also boost its physical attack as well. And then the other 2 moves on the set, other than Natural Gift, are going to be Seed Bomb and Earthquake again for coverage. So I am going to basically show you a little clip of me using this in a battle that I had a while ago. It's really cool how it works, and I'll just kind of narrate what happens as we go through it. So let's take a look at that right now. So to start things off, I just show you that I switch out into my Tropius right here on this Polyworld to take the Surf. This is a Specs Polyworld, by the way. It was like running through my team. But anyway, I know that my opponent has to switch here, so I take the opportunity to go for a Dragon Dance, then go for a Seed Bomb on the following turn to do some damage to this Grumpig. Now, I wasn't expecting Taunt there, so I thought that was really weird. But anyway, I actually did predict a switch here out into his Leafeon, which you're going to see in a second, so I went for the Lanzet Berry Natural Gift thing. Unfortunately, though, I don't get the Harvest on the first turn. However, on this turn, I get the Harvest to come back. And since I'm below 25% of my health, my crit chance just doubled right there. So that's really cool. And then he went for Protect there for some odd reason, but my Harvest ability activates again, allowing me to now Natural Gift, and I get a crit on this turn, showing the effects of how the Lanzet Berry works right there. But unfortunately, since I was only able to get up 1 Dragon Dance, my opponent's going to outspeed me with his Zebstrika and take me out in the following turn. But either way, that situation could have turned incredibly good for me if I was able to actually get up 2 Dragon Dances right there. I would have been faster than his whole team, and I probably would have swept it, which is really cool. But anyways, that just kind of shows you how this set works in battle. It's really fun. It's possibly the coolest thing that I think I've ever come up with. So I hope you all give this a shot and try it out because it's really awesome. But anyways, that is it for this Tropius video, everyone. So thank you all for watching. Take care, goodbye, and I will see you all next time.